Hello and welcome to all you Capricorns. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for February 2015, 2016. I hope I didn't say 2016 in the others. Probably. And let's have a look. This is very much of an in-between month. So February is not the month of the eclipses. It's not the month where big major aspects between planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune and all of that. It's all happening in other months, the big aspects. But nevertheless, this is an important month for preparing yourself. And you Capricorns, you understand that better than any other sign. Preparing yourself for that, climbing on the ladder. You see that I've changed a little bit the setup here because I have a bit of problems with lightning. I should buy myself a bit of professional lighting whenever that is possible. But I hope you like the black and white. Why not? It's a bit Scorpionic, and I want to talk a lot about Mars in Scorpio, because with my videos I want to with these monthlies, I want to bring them a bit in a broader perspective, so in relation to what happens in other months, because otherwise, you focus so much on that one particular month without even knowing why things are happening. So that's probably my Sagittarian's rising that wants this to improve. And I hope you will like that. So let's start with that Mars in Scorpio. Why is it so important? Now, the Mars is about your intention. It's what you are intending to do. It's the initiator. It's the drive, it's the desire nature. That is all Mars, and we all have it. We all have it in our natal chart. Otherwise, we would never start with doing things, and not only starting but also doing. Now, this Mars is in Scorpio for a long time. Last month, January, it was in Scorpio, and still this month. And now this is important. Normally then it would shift into Sagittarius and so on next month in March. But no, it's going to come back to Scorpio at the end of May up until the beginning of August. So this is a big signpost of saying, look, whatever you're dealing with now with that Mars in Scorpio, you're going to come back to it. And this shows that this is a preparation time. And I know that Mars in retrograde, people see retrogrades in a negative way. I can understand that, because sometimes, yes, it depends on your natal chart, of course, but sometimes we want to go forwards and the nature or the divine or the universe is saying, no, and you're going against it. So when you go against it, then it becomes very, very hard. But if you understand it, if you acknowledge it, and if you work with the energies, what astrology is trying to explain to us, then it doesn't become that tough. On the other hand, then we understand that a Mars retrograde is all about receiving a bit more quality in your life when it comes to what you do in life. And Capricorn is the sign of competence. It is the sign of quality. It is the sign of class. And so you don't mind that we need to work a little or to wait a little bit longer until things reveal itself. So whatever you're doing now, Mars, you will review it anyway around May and up until August. But why you will review it? To improve it. If you want to take one step forwards, you are going to take a step forwards like that. So the quality will rise tremendously. So we all will but go through this kind of energy with Mars, and we all have the opportunity to improve our intention, to improve our actions, but it will take time. It's only when we come towards August that it will reveal itself fully. So that's why I want to make these horoscopes a bit broader, that you know what you're dealing with now has an impact, not necessarily on this month of February, but that you know, oh, it's not all done for nothing. It has its impact later on in the year. Now, this is happening for you in a very interesting house. It's in the 11th house, the house of hope and friends. and the house of aspirations, the house of the future. The house of, also if you work for, if you have your own business, it's a house of money that you receive from your business as well. Quite often it is forgotten, but this is also an important factor, of course. If you have your own business, you will put a lot of effort to get more money out of the business. Very simple. That's what you're going to do through January, February, even up until the end of August. And you are going to review this, so it means that maybe you are going to adjust something, you are planning. It's a good time to plan. You know, Mars in Scorpio is very strategic. It goes deep and it wants to do it right, and it doesn't want failure. That's Mars in Scorpio. And you understand that, you Capricorns, because you're ruled by Saturn. And Saturn doesn't want failure either. So you want to do things the right way and to not skip any step. And to do that with your aspirations, so I think most general it will have to do with your plans for the future. And sometimes people don't take enough time to do that. People think, okay, we're January the 1st and we must have our resolutions and I must know them straight away. It won't happen like that for you Capricorns in general here. It won't happen like that. It will take longer. You probably will need and January and February to figure out your plans for the future, and that's okay. That's supposed to be this way. Doesn't mean to say that you're not going to get forwards here, but it means to say simply that you're taking your time. You're taking your time to know which plans you're going to have for the future, and you will readjust it. So you will start maybe then later on in the year. But I think you will do a lot of readjustments, a lot of quality control. You know, that's the Capricorn sign, isn't it? The quality control. So I think a lot of Capricorns, especially with the Saturn in the 12th house as well, they are doing a huge cleaning up. They are preparing themselves for when Mars will be in your sign, which will be later on in the year. That will be around, I think, around September, October. Let's double check here. It's even later in the year. Oh, it's a lot. No. I was watching Saturn. I have to watch Mars, of course. It will be in October. So Mars will be in your sign at the end of September 2016. So whatever you're trying to launch, that will be a very good time to launch it fully. Now it's preparing, or it's maybe launching a tiny little thing there, but maybe reviewing it, and you know, the planning, the strategy and all of that. Also Kuno is in there as well, in your 11th house, again, of the planet of commitment, the planetoid of commitment, or the asteroid of commitment. So you're very committed towards this new thing, and it takes a lot of time. But whether that is a new project that you want, whether that is a new job that you are going to launch, whether it is a move that you're going to take, a relationship that you want to take to the next level, whatever your plan is, there's something there in October. I know it's still far away, but you have something to look forwards to that. And now is the time of that planning. That's the hardest time. You know, in October, fruits will come towards you, but now is the effort, and yeah, that's good. You know that. Also, you had last month a very significant month in January. A bit slowly maybe, but Mercury was in your sign, and that happened a lot of stuff in your sign last month. And still there are some planets in the beginning of the month in Capricorn, which shows that a tremendous amount of insight will have come now in February about yourself. And that is good, because then you can make better intentions towards next steps that you take in your life. And they will shift, those planets like Mercury, Venus, the Sun, they will shift into your 2nd house of money, but also of, and certainly Venus in your 2nd house of money. So it is possible that money is coming a bit more your way. That's nice, that's fine. But it's also your confidence. So you're growing in confidence as well, especially with the Venus there. That's good for a Capricorn, because then they become more powerful. They feel that they are in control. A Capricorn needs to feel in control. And then they are so much stronger to grow in their own, with their own tempo, their own pace. So not a month to, of a lot, in general, of course, to lounge, totally new things, but a very good month to preparation. I know it may sound a little bit, maybe a little bit dull for you, but it isn't. The more you take your time, the better. So also Eros is in your sign. Eros, not Ramazotti, but Eros, the planetoid, the asteroid that has to do with passion. So you're going to feel more passionate than usual during the month of February, because it's in your sign. And with passion, I mean, it's not only sexual energy, but it's also energy of, that drive, that inspiration. You will feel more inspired. You will feel more, yes, you are understanding your intentions better. You are understanding yourself better. And now you can make commitments that are way more powerful for you. And that Eros helps you there. Especially in the beginning of the month, it's in Capricorn, and it will help you to if you were a bit out of passion, if you were feeling a bit down, if you are feeling a bit, I don't know really what's going on in my life at the moment. It will give you that push. It will give you a bit more that drive. So very interesting month for you Capricorns. And I hope you will enjoy it. There's also a new beginning, a new moon in Aquarius on the 8th in your second house. So there is like a new beginning when it comes to your values, when it comes to your confidence. And that's only a good thing, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Hope you spread the word. And see you next month. Bye-bye.